As you go to the next level of yourself, whether it's stepping into your vision, making more money, stepping into a new caliber of relationship that you desire, starting a business, dressing in a new way, creating a new level of community, whatever it might be, you're also being asked to step into a new level of identity. And the human brain does not like to shift its identity, especially when you're a high achiever and you have based your worth or your value in the world on your identity, what you do in the world, how you speak to people, how you dress, how you present yourself, whatever it might be. And the brain does not like to shift the identity for two reasons. The first is that it takes energy. It actually takes energy to be able to overcome all of the beliefs, the values of this past identity and shift into something new. And also because when you shift the identity, there's a level of the unknown that happens where you don't know who you become on the other side when you dedicate yourself to growth. You don't know what your life is going to look like when this shifts. You can create a vision in your mind. You can go to all the what ifs, but you actually don't know who you will be. And so everything that you've associated with up until this point, some will fall away and some will rise with you when you're on the leading edge and in the unknown. And the human within us does not like the unknown as well, right? So think about when you walk into a dark room and all the lights are off. What is the first thing that you likely do? The first thing that I know that I do is I either reach for the light switch and try and find it on the wall, or I turn on my handy dandy flashlight on my phone so that I can see. But in reality, when you let yourself be in that dark room, what actually tends to happen over time is that your eyes adjust and eventually it turns bright again. And so all of this to say, the human brain is not accustomed to being in the unknown. The human brain is wired for survival. And so the minute that you're in the unknown, the brain is trained to jump to either the worst case scenario or take the past experience of what happened in the past and copy and paste it into this future scenario of your vision or where you're headed and say, oh, that's what's going to happen again. Or this crazy thing that you don't want to happen, that is what's going to happen. And you start playing the what if game. Instead of letting yourself be suspended in the unknown and say, I'm going to take this step with both feet in and I have absolutely no idea what happens on the other side. And it could be the most incredible thing, or it could be something that teaches me the most incredible lesson that then will be the most incredible thing. Instead of being in that place, your brain goes to the what if game and says, well, what if this happens? And what if this happens again? And what if you have to release this? And what if this is not the thing that's going to rise? Or what if this person starts thinking about you differently? What if? And we stay in that realm and use that as the reason why we can't do it, instead of staying in the unknown where there are infinite possibilities, where it could be yes, it could be no. It could happen exactly according to your plan. It could be something that you could have never, ever, 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 ever planned out or imagined. It could be better than your plan. You actually don't know. And so why is it that we immediately go to the what if game? It's because that's easier. It's way easier to stay thinking and acting in accordance with how your brain is wired to think and act than it is to shift and create something new. But when you look at your life, easy does not mean fulfilling. Easy does not mean alive, feeling alive from the inside out. Easy does not create purpose. Doing the things that are easy for your brain might create contentment, might also create boredom. And for those of you who know that you're here for something so much bigger than yourself, it is most definitely not the thing that's going to make you feel alive. And so I always like to ask myself, what's actually scarier? Is it scarier to step into the unknown and surrender everything that is comfortable within my own life in pursuit of something so much greater than myself, in pursuit of living an absolutely magnificent life? Or looking back and realizing that you never went for that thing that you knew was in your heart and soul to create, that you never actually lived your life with true purpose, that you just went through the motions, that you never actually put both feet in on your business, that you never actually took it to the next level that you actually desired, and that you just lived mediocre. That to me, that's way more scary. Like, honestly, my biggest fear that propelled me ever into this path was looking back on my life when I was 45 and being like, oh my God, whatever happened to my dreams, whatever happened to my goals. That was my biggest fear, and that's what propelled me forward. And so you have to be willing to ask yourself, what is scarier?